of Madurai centers around the Meenakshi Amman temple. The layout itself reflects a deep connection between space and celebration, with streets named after Tamil months like Masi and Chittirai. Right now, the city is gearing up for the Madurai Chittirai festival, a multi-day celebration where mythology, history, and everyday life converge. In a big fat Indian wedding, you might see a few hundred people or even 1,000 guests. Here, the entire city fills up with lakhs gathering to witness one wedding, the wedding of Meenakshi and Sundareshwar. The scale of the crowd is one of the festival's most defining aspects. Lakhs of people move through the city these days. Temple corridors, streets, riverbanks, and public spaces are filled with people at different points in the celebration. What stands out is the way people navigate and participate together. Strangers make space for each other, help each other move through the crowds, and often share food, water, and directions. There's a sense of collective energy that runs through the festival. Whether it is during the Therotam, Thirukalyanam, or Kalalaga's entry, the crowd becomes an active part of the experience. The festival begins with the Pattabhishekam, or the coronation of Meenakshi. This ceremony celebrates her as the ruler of Madurai. It reflects a key aspect in the mythology, where Meenakshi is not seen only as a consort, but as a sovereign queen in her own right. During the ritual, a sengol or scepter is symbolically handed over, representing governance and authority. Historically, this ritual reinforced the idea that even when kings ruled the land, the ultimate authority rested with Meenakshi. It sets the tone for the rest of the festival, placing her at the center of power. For many people, this period is also about livelihood. The streets around the temple transform into dense marketplaces. Flower sellers, bangle vendors, and small traders depend heavily on these days for their income. The demand for flowers, especially jasmine and marigold, rises sharply along with items used for rituals and offerings. Bangle shops see steady crowds, with people buying them as a part of the festive tradition. There are also local stories that speak of Lord Shiva appearing as a bangle seller among the people, which adds another layer of meaning to these everyday transactions. What you see here is not separate from the festival, it is a part of it. The economy, the ritual, the belief all operate together. The next major moment is the Meenakshi Thirukalyanam. It marks the union of Meenakshi and Sundareshwar. According to the story, Meenakshi encounters Shiva during her conquest, and at the moment, a prophecy about her destiny is fulfilled. Their wedding is then celebrated in Madurai with great grandeur. Even today, the ceremony draws lakhs of people. The scale is vast, and the participation extends across the city. For many devotees, being part of this event is also tied to personal beliefs around relationships, commitments, and shared life. Now, food, that's my favorite part. Food plays an important aspect during the festival. Annadanam, or community feeding, takes place across Madurai. Large numbers of people are served meals every single day. Temporary kitchens are set up, volunteers organize the distribution, and people sit together to eat, often in long rows. Well, the idea is simple. Anyone who comes should be able to eat. There are no distinctions, no barriers. Devotees, travelers, locals, everyone is part of the same system of sharing. In many ways, this becomes one of the most visible expressions of the festival spirit, where participation is not limited to rituals but extends into everyday acts like feeding and caring. As the celebrations continue, the festival moves into the streets with the Therotam, or chariot procession. The deities are placed on large temple chariots and taken through the city. This allows people from all parts of Madurai to be part of the celebration. The streets become active spaces of devotion as communities gather together to pull the chariots, chant, and participate together. For many in the crowd, even a brief moment of holding the rope that pulls the chariot carries meaning. People wait, move closer, and try to reach out, hoping to be part of that collective effort, even if it is only for a few seconds. It is seen as a way to feel connected to the ritual, to the deity, and to everyone else taking part in that moment. Another key event in the festival is the arrival of Alagar, also known as Kallalagar. He is believed to be Meenakshi's brother and travels from the hills to Madurai to attend the wedding. According to the story, he reaches the Vaigi river only to learn that the wedding is already over. He does not cross the river and instead turns back. The moment, though rooted in disappointment in the story, has today become one of the most vibrant and widely followed parts of the festival. The riverbanks come alive with massive crowds. There's music, movement, and a sense of celebration that spreads through the gathering. People dance, cheer, and respond to the energy around them. You can see groups splashing water on each other, often using traditional goatskin water bags, adding to the festive atmosphere. It feels less like a pause in the story and more like a shared celebration. The mood is lively, spontaneous, and collective where devotion blends with joy. At the same time, this event reflects something deeper. It brings together Shaivite and Vaishnavite traditions within a single celebration, showing how different strands of belief come together in Madurai. The festival has a wide reaching impact on the city. Hotels, lodges across Madurai fill up quickly. Transport systems are stretched with buses, trains, and private vehicles, bringing in large numbers of people from across the state and beyond. Temporary accommodations, including community halls and traveler lodges, are set up to handle the influx. Streets remain active late into the night, and the city operates at a different pace during this period. Madurai becomes a hub for pilgrims and travelers, with the festival driving movement, activity, and demand across sectors. The sequence of these events shows how the Madurai Chitrai festival unfolds over time. It begins with a coronation, moves through conquest, celebrates a grand wedding, and then spills into the streets and riverbanks through processions and shared rituals. Each stage adds a new layer to the story. Mythology gives it meaning, history gives it structure, and people bring it to life. But what truly stands out is the scale and spirit of the participation. It is not something that happens inside a temple alone, it takes over the entire city. Streets turn into processional routes, markets become part of the celebration, riverbanks turn into gathering spaces. Every corner in Madurai becomes a part of the festival, and at the center of it all is the sense of togetherness. Strangers become part of the same crowd. Devotion blends with celebration. Rituals blend with everyday life. In Madurai, the Chitrai festival is not something you watch from the outside. It is something you step into, something you move with, and something you carry with you.